Sparkles readings. I'm just here to pop down a card for the day for us. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle. I'll be using the black and white forked deck as usual. Just going to be popping down one of these for us. And then I'll put down an oracle card and a power animal to go with it for the day. So let's see what we've got. Got the Nine of Swords again. This seems to be coming up quite a bit. These kind of cards of being a little bit lacking, just a little bit, you know, kind of a little bit. Hi there, nice to see you on Periscope. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, we've got Nine of Swords again today. I've had this recently. We've talked about, I'm sure we had this right at the beginning of the week, talking about loss and bereavement and all of that kind of thing, and the kind of sadness that goes with that. So this is quite a difficult energy. It's quite a sad energy. So we might be feeling a little bit down at the moment. There's a kind of energy of that around these cards at the moment that I seem to be putting out for the cards for the day this week. Seem to all be quite low in energy, quite you know, they're quite sad, there's not quite enough, we're all a bit lacking. And I don't want to kind of repeat exactly what I've said over the last 2 or 3 days, because that's going to get quite boring for everyone. So I'm really quickly just going to say, be gentle with yourself, acknowledge what you need to acknowledge, and then try to focus on something more positive. So lift yourself out of this energy and give yourself a chance to kind of focus on the good around you. I'm not going to dwell too much on this Nine of Swords because, like I say, I've had it recently over the last couple of days. You know, if you want to, on my YouTube channel, you can go back to Monday and have a proper read through, a proper see what we said about that then. But I don't want to kind of dredge that whole energy up again. It's worth acknowledging because it's coming up for us again, so it needs acknowledgement. But I don't want to dwell too much in the energy because it's quite negative. So, you know, it's a time of sadness. Acknowledge what you need to feel and then allow yourself to move forward. I'm just going to pop down an oracle card to go forward from this. Let's see what we've got. Let's have a look. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this is the Reveal Your Truth card. Now, this is a good card, actually. It's a really interesting card. This talks about taking down the mask. So quite often in life, we do, you know, we put up a mask, we put up a barrier, we put up a front, we have an image that we project to the world, which might be quite different from what's going on inside. So this card says sometimes you need to reveal your true self and be true to that, and just almost like not really care what anybody else thinks and what that outer facade is that you put up. You might feel like you have to do that sometimes, but this is a card that's saying it's really important to be yourself, be honest and open and be truthful. With your, it's not about others, this is about you. So it's kind of about you being able to be honest and truthful and open. Kind of take your mask off, really. Let people see who you really are. And don't be afraid to be who you really are. It's, you know, you are who you are. And really, the people that are worth having around you will appreciate that. If people don't appreciate that, then chances are they're not worth having around you. So, you know, maybe there's something in that attached to that Nine of Swords that says it's time to let go of those people that are not particularly useful, helpful, beneficial to your energy. Just going to pop down an animal oracle card to go with these. See what animal we get. Okay, so we've got butterfly. So against this background of the Nine of Swords, these cards do actually tell a story, and it's a quite simple, easy story to look at. Nine of Swords is talking about letting go of the sadness and, you know, acknowledge it, let it go, process it, whatever you need to do. And to do that, you need to be yourself and to take the mask off. So it's asking you to be true to yourself, you know, acknowledge your pain, let the pain go, be true to yourself and let other people see who you are. And don't worry about what they think about you. Just be yourself. This is about removing the mask. Once you are able to be yourself, you're ready for this big breakthrough. But you have to be in your own energy to make that breakthrough happen. The butterfly is all about transformation. And, you know, that can involve quite a lot of letting go of this sadness. So these cards are all quite strongly linked together and they're very hopeful. When I first pulled out that Nine of Swords, I've got to be honest, I thought, oh God, no, not that again. There's obviously something in it because it keeps coming up. But what these cards are saying is that we are about to make some kind of transformation. We've got a new moon energy next week, which is about new beginnings and a new energy and new creation. So we are kind of moving through this week that's been a little bit slow. It's been a little bit sad. It's been a little bit down. The energy's not been great. Next week's energy feels much better, much more positive and much more creative, I want to say as well. So the butterfly is a really, really strong card that talks about that. It talks about creativity and kind of, you know, just, you know, it's coming out of your shell, really. And that's a bit like this mask thing, coming out of your shell. All of that kind of energy is included in these cards. So hopefully, despite the fact that we had that Nine of Swords first, and we all went, oh, no, not that again. I feel like this is saying to us that that energy is passing from us now and that we're going to be moving forward into a better time of more creation, time of transformation, time of you stepping out into your new life, you know, sort of like the butterfly emerging from the pupa. So that's where I feel like we are with those cards today. I will be back again tomorrow to pop down another card for the day. I've also got a couple of new decks that I want to do unboxing videos of. So I'm hoping to get those done this weekend and put them up on my YouTube channel. So they'll be on YouTube and they'll also be on my Patreon, and there's some other bits and pieces going on there. So you might like to have a look on there. No obligation to support my work, but you can through Patreon if you want to. Entirely up to you. There's no obligation. I just appreciate you tuning in and commenting and stuff on the YouTube channel and saying hi on Periscope stuff. That's all great, and I love to have that interaction with you. So thank you very much if you have tuned in and interacted with me. But if you want to have a look at the Patreon stuff, you can do. The links in the description below on YouTube. I will leave that with you for now. That's started off being quite a sort of low energy, but now I feel much more positive. That butterfly really kind of opens everything up. So I'll leave that with you, and I'll be back again tomorrow to do another card for the day. It will either be a bit earlier or a little bit later than this. And I know that's not very descriptive and a bit useless, really. But I won't be able to do it between 3 and 4, which is when I normally do these things. So I have to slot it in either before or after. I can't guarantee which it's going to be. But look out on Twitter. I think it notifies you when I'm going to go live. So keep an eye on that. Thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.